And then I need to open up YouTube just to check on things. Okay, I just need a window over here then. Whoa, didn't want it to take up the full space there. YouTube.
Yo. I gotta do it myself. I've gotta win myself. Okay.
Got this, Josh.
Dude, I was holding 9 gems.
Uh-huh.
And, dude.
Yo, what's up, Crab Gang? Grayson Derulo. Playlist. Monetization. That's what I wanted to make sure was turned on. We want to monetize this. Yeah, Josh is here. You couldn't see him because I was blocking him. You should hear him better because he's got the microphone.
The microphone.
The microphone. All right, Josh. I'm about to let you take over.
All right. Boom.
I might slap this thing over here. There we go. And then you can read chat on this side. So then I have sticky notes, this thing right next to you.
Yo, Krev, could you drop this link in the Discord, brother?
I can do that. Do you want me on... Oh, it doesn't reach. So, good luck. Is this a good disc for you to practice throw?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not throwing.
It
It doesn't change anything for me.
I'm just saying you're not gonna... Oh, that's true. If you do a full motion, I just don't let go.
I won't be doing... I don't think I'll be doing a full motion. He's asking if this Luft is,
Also, if you want any snacks or anything, we've got a bunch.
Dude, I am good to go. I got this coffee.
Yeah, sick.
Dude, you did beat the bots. Beat the bots. Beat the bots. I'm familiarizing myself with our current setup. Kablam. 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 I got it. What is this? You guys didn't tell me I had something on my face. I've always got something on my face. Rayla! Come here, Rayla. Rayla's getting way better, by the way, around people. Rayla! Oh, you think something good's going down in there. Her ears are all pumped. All right, cool deal. If you are here and we have your form to review. Thanks, Crab. Let me know. May I go first? You may. Perfect. Well, that's pretty cool. I'm just looking at all the form reviews that we're about to have. But let me find yours. Is this it? Hello? No. I gotta find yours real quick. Oh, found it. Let's get into it. You're gonna dunk it. Oh, it's a... Is it putting? Oh, I was about to say. I was like, this is a really bad angle for putting, but I will review it. Stiga, are you a ping pong player? Are you like a legit ping pong player? That would be nasty. You are. That's so cool. Okay, so here's what I'm wondering. So you're left hand. I'm not crazy about how early the left hand comes off the disc here. You see here? It should still be on the disc at this point, because it kind of goes with it, kind of gets pulled back early on its own. Let me scoot over this way for you guys. Boom. The right arm looks pretty good though, I will say. Just the left arm is kind of holding the hips back, and you've got hips and arm kind of all moving in unison here. I'm going to pull up Simon or Drew? That's the question. I mean, Drew played pretty well this weekend, so we'll go with Drew. Also, you might want to mute chat if you haven't seen any results from anything. That's just a warning if you're someone waiting on post-produced coverage. I would mute chat, because I'm going to be using Drew today, and he played, and he was on lead card. So it could spark some discussions that you don't want to hear. So here we go. So from this back position, I'm totally going to sneeze. I've been blessed. Okay. Well, good. So your work with the right arm, success. So this is like perfect for you. This is a great form review for you, because you're like, yes, everything I worked on is great, which it is. So now you just got to add this left arm and the left side and make sure that everything moves nice. And the footwork's not bad either, right, in terms of like up to this point. But now this left arm's kind of holding you back. And how we want to kind of use the left arm here. Oh, I did not start my stopwatch, but I can tell, because the first one, I can tell how long it's been since the stream started.
Yeah, there you go.
So I know. But we're not in a rush today, guys. So that's nice. Rayla, you're good, girl. You're good. I'll go Colby first. Yeah, a little tail wag. There we go. So left arm, I don't even need a dish for this. But left arm, now that you're here with your right arm, I don't know what's happening. Now we need this left arm not to get too far away from the right, so that if it gets too far away like this and it's tucked here, now it's kind of dragging and hindering us, in the very least, for our throw. So now we want to have this left arm come in and help us bring this knee forward and not drag. You do a decent job here of, you know, getting this back knee to do what it's supposed to do and all that. But it's kind of dragging a little late. So what you need to work on now is you need to go here. And when you get here and do your little slide, once you do your slide, so this is kind of timing and related with the left side. So we're here, our hands are together for the last stride. And so we're going to slide with this knee pointed back. And we load it here. And then once we get here, where this weight kind of shifts to the middle, right? It's being held by my left foot. And then once this foot wants to stop, now it's kind of shifting there. From there, we're going to go with our left hand and left knee and all that. We're going to kind of bring this all in and slap. And this right foot's going to keep us from going too far back or too far over, right? So there's going to be some pushing off of that, but it's going to be here. And now we want to throw this left side and keep your right arm back later. So we're going to go here, boop, boop, boop. We're going to slide and separate the hands. Slide and separate, but we don't want them to separate too far. So from the back view, it'll look like this. Right? So Drew's kind of here, but his hand's close, so he can get it in close. Simon's kind of here. We're going to slide, and now we're going to keep this right arm and right shoulder back, and we go here with the left hand, left knee, and all that. And we're just going to keep this back so we can send it and get this nice little differential that Drew has here as he slides forward. You see this? Boom. His hips get here. And now his shoulders are catching up here. And they make it right when he gets here. Right. So your shoulders are kind of moving forward a little early because we're not getting the hips thrown quite early enough. And we can tell it would force you onto that heel. You see how Drew's foot starts turning. So he steps here like this. And now watch his shoe. Right, there's like this twist. And then you just gotta. Do you just focus on the left arm or the left arm and the hip? I would have the left arm kind of slap this left knee in. So check out here. Just check out the relationship between hand and knee. So his left hand comes forward first. He throws that left knee down. Simon does something similar. Oh, well, would you just look at it? Would you look at that?
It's kind of hard to see.
No, hey. It's got to be better for you guys. Look at that. Boom. So he goes from here, and notice this knee starts rotating in. Hand shooting down, knee shooting forward, and then his left hand goes back. But there's kind of different reasons, or more explanation, I should say, for that. Right, your left hand's kind of tucked back, and your left shoulder's kind of pulling back the whole time. Right, another example would be Senor. Whoa, wait a second here. Senor Lizotte. Where is he? Here he goes. You see how with Simon it really looks like this hand is slapping this knee in. So I would say just take this left hand. This is visually easier, I think, if you just take this left hand and slap it down. or you can focus on the knee. Is the twirly bird the drill for this? No, actually it's not. The purpose of the twirly bird is to get people rotating their shoulders back and just coiling their shoulders and learning how to do that. And so a lot of people, that's basically what the twirly bird is for. There's not really I don't really have a great drill for it. It's just you got to practice this motion here over and over. You go here, boom, boom, and practice twisting this knee in this way, right? So my socks are gonna roll over. So yeah, there's that. I think we talked about it in the left-hand overview video as well. But yeah, I would just focus right here and visualize kind of what Simon's doing.
Go back to the form review screen. Boom.
Just practice that. I was just practicing that with somebody this morning. So that's that. Is there a bend at all in Drew's plant foot or completely locked at the knee? Guys come in bent and then they push off of this front leg, kind of up and back with the right hip, and that's when it straightens out. That's where the straightness comes from. Bent. Left knee's going to come in and he's going to push off the right and up on the right. Now it's straight. Thanks, brother. It's cool to see a little Stiga shirt. That's pretty sick, honestly. Little ping pong shirt. Were you a sponsored player, or were you just were you like had the shirt because it was nice to play it, or were you like legit? What would you do for a lefty do X step then coil at the same time?
What would you do for a climb back board?
You're gonna have to clarify that question for me. Josh P. Yes. What is your username? Is it J Pandoris? I'm gonna assume that's it, honestly.
Yeah, that is him. That's the gold mine guy.
Yes. Here we are. Okay. Slow it down for you. Won it in a tournament. That's pretty sick, though. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Well, here's the problem. Your eyes are closed, brother. Just open them. Next. That is an active looking little punch back there. I'm personally not a fan of that. There are people who teach that. I would avoid it. But I'm going to talk about other stuff other than that. I don't think you need the wrist flare, personally. Although Ezra has it, but he doesn't hyperextend like that with his wrist. Right? It's just kind of a natural. When he starts moving forward, it flares out then, naturally. This is before your left side goes, there's a kind of artificial flare. Whoa. What bumped that?
What?
Why is this thing jumping?
Oh, my knee's bouncing and my hand's connected.
Oh. It's like, what on earth is happening here?
Earthquake.
Arrival. Okay, lower body, good, because that's what we're going to talk about, is your lower body. So, when you do this crossover step here, you're a bit too far backwards with your hips. Right, and that's causing you to get, you can tell that you're definitely not on your toe here of this foot. And you're straight legged. Yeah, so generally I think it's just too backward. Yeah. You're leaving the left hand there, so it's out of the way, I'm assuming. Some guys do that for a bit for sure. This elbow looks a bit too tight. But do you have room for the disc to curl in here? Maybe it's not a bit too tight. It's hard to tell from this angle. Boom. Yeah, let me pull in Drew here. Dude, I just thought of a really clickbaity title.
Yeah?
Form Reviews with Drew Gibson. That would be, it would be technically correct.
With Drew Gibson.
We're not the guys to make that kind of title, but
That's funny.
But you know, it would work. In some senses, it would work. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Let me know that. Yes, a bit tight. So I would get the disc up. Here's what I would work on. Where did I put the loft? The loft?
I don't know.
Over it. So I would work on getting the elbow up, right? And one easy kind of way to do that is to tilt the disc a little bit like this. If you have the disc tilted like this, you can keep the elbow high. Like this will ensure high elbow right here, this position, right? If you tilt the disc and invert it, you'll notice that my elbow is super low, right? And if I flex, ugh.
If I flex.
So elbow. So I like tilting the disc like this a little bit. You can see Drew does it as well. It helps keep that elbow up and away a little bit for a little while. You don't have to do it forever, right? Not everybody does this to be certain. You know, not everybody does this, but I like the elbow up here. And then separate. And now you've got good spacing for the elbow. So that's one thing to create the space. The other thing is you're playing a lot behind you and a lot in front of you. So let me explain that. The basket's going to be this way. And so once I turn this X step here, now the disc is playing behind my body a bunch. Right, we can see here on yours that the disc has to travel around you a bit to get to where it needs to go. Whereas, let me pull up Senior Simon Lizotte. Form Reviews with Simon Lizotte. We could be so big if we just clickbaited titles. Let's do it.
As if we're not big already. We could be so big.
We are
That
big
sounds
already.
terrible.
Just think of the possibilities. Oh, there he is. He's way over here. Here we go. So look how far away from his body he's playing. Right, it comes in, but it doesn't come in. It doesn't really break the plane of his body, right? If we were looking from directly behind, like this is probably where his stomach's at, right? And so it's curling in here. He's really leaned over. So if we want to be like technical, right, he's got plenty of room. I'll call it in front of his body, but it's really kind of sideways to work, right? Here. And he's got all this room for the disc to come into the pocket here and to play over here, not here and here in front of him. So you go here, boom, lots of room to play with here. So that's one. That's one thing. And then the footwork. The footwork adds. Oh yeah, Easy. I just saw your comment. Easy 3 disc golf. I would mute this chat, brother. If you haven't seen final round, if you don't know what happened, mute this chat just to be safe. So the other thing is footwork, right? Once we start turning our X step backwards a little bit like this, now I start playing behind me just naturally. This purple loft disc ends up being, you know, not by this white door, it ends up being behind my blue shirt a little bit, right? And there are ways to get back out of that, but you'd rather just never get in it. So go here, and footwork, real easy progression is just, we go here, and now instead of doing an X, we're going to put our feet in a straight line like this. And then we're going to go like that. So from the side view, it's going to look like this. Here, here, feet are in a straight line, step. Right? And that'll keep us from turning our hips back. Basically, we need to work on our crossovers, just our straight crossovers. What's up, Zach Pagic? So here, feet in a line, boom. Next would be here, foot slightly angled, kind of like this. And then here. We need to make sure that our knee is bent. Your knee is very straight as you do it. So we're going to go here, straight line, boom. Here, small cross, boom. And then here, full cross. And we need to make sure that we're bent as we stride on that left. Get rid of this Simon cat.
Get rid of this Simon cat.
Hey, there's a YouTube channel called Simon's Cat. Really funny.
That is funny. Oh wait, I've seen that.
So be loaded here, bent on this knee. We had a video last demonstration here that we were here. We started and we went here and we loaded on this left leg, bent, and then we slid. Right, bend, and then slide the toe, and then we get that natural bend, nice athletic move, and we can still pull this knee back in. Hiya. It's way cooler to see people's usernames. Okay. Questions are, let's see what we got. Gutter Bacon, you're up next, brother.
Gutter bacon. Gutter pecan.
I got you. Let's see. Lefty here, I had some lower back pain issues. I cleaned up my form and it went away, but it's starting to come back. Any advice? I'm not sure. I'm unfortunately not the guy for that. For a left-handed person, would you recommend the X step and coil at the same time and then throw? I would not recommend something different for a left-handed person than a right-handed person. The coil happens on the last stride. What should you feel in your hips, shoulders, feet, etc. throughout the throw? That is very tough to answer because, as you see with pros, they all feel different things. And so they explain different things, right? Pros usually explain what they feel versus a coach who explains mostly what the real is. So, boom. Those are comments. Gutter bacon.
Gutter pecan.
Gutter bacon. I got you here, brother. Gutter bacon. Gutter pecan. Pecan. Butter pecan. Gutter pecan.
You're hilarious, Josh.
Is
I
that?
don't know where you get your ideas from, your humor.
I was saying, was that where you were going with it?
Can't believe you done this, Josh.
Is that where you're going with it?
Can't believe you stole my joke. I mean, yes, I was thinking pecan.
Okay.
Gutter pecan.
I was just understanding where you were coming from.
I'm sure
I
you were.
wasn't saying it.
I'm just trying to
deal.
No, I'm kidding. I wasn't explicitly thinking that, but it definitely sounded like that to me. I wouldn't have said anything about it. It's not that funny. So.
Okay. Elbow. Get this sucker up and away. So I would work on your setup for sure. So 2 things. Backhand setup. Second thing, how you walk up. So this is what I talk about playing the disc kind of behind. Like we want to play the disc in this area. Maybe that's a little aggressive of an area. Maybe it should be more like this area, right? But we don't want to play the disc back here. We don't want to play the disc up here. I don't know why the second circle is smaller than the first one. Don't ask. Right. Here's kind of a falling on the front leg here. The heel's coming up. We're not able to use the hips properly here. The trailing side and all that jazz. So I'm going to get straight into the 2 things I think you should practice. 1, I would be a fanatic, an absolute madman, a maniac about getting this position here. So for sure by the time you hit your cross step, right, and I would just do it going into the 3rd step is what I would recommend because it's simple here. And I would look at the stack, honestly. That's what I'm about to refer to here. We've got a video called the stack. Make sure that your elbow is up and away. Right now it's dropped. And so now your disc is kind of sitting here. It's going to cause you to pull a little bit. It's going to cause you to punch back on the back take, and it's going to cause you to punch forward, right? Boom. Right, so make sure that we get this knee, or this knee. I read someone's comment and they said knee. This elbow, get this elbow up and away here. Get the disc over your left pec. And I would try to do that, actually left pec. When you get back here, if we start here, then by the time we get back here and here, it's more likely to get back in this position, right? Part of your setup, it's really interesting to note that your setup has you here, where you've got the disc here in your power pocket, right? It's not pocketing, it's the hand's leading, right? So this is in the setup. You look like this with the hand in front of the disc, and then watch. Why did it go forward like that? Basically the same exact position. The elbow's tight, the hand's leading. Sorry, elbow's tight, hand's leading. Right, instead, we want to have the space here from the get-go. So do whatever you're going to do. And by the time you hit this third step, get this elbow up. Have your wrist loose and the disc inside. So that when we go here and separate, now it's going to want to get back in the same position. It's just going to come out of that position for a second, come back into the same position. Right? Boom. Back and in. So that's thing number one. The stack, work on it, make it happen. Or at least make the backhand setup happen. Second thing, I would practice that same progression that I just showed a second ago for your footwork, because you're turning too far back and you're walking backwards, which is causing you to get into this position on your heel here, where your left heel's on the ground and your left toe's popping up. Right? And it's because you're turning backwards with your foot and your knee, especially. So now it's forcing you to fall back. Right. You're here, and now you have to fall back with it instead of being able to use your left side properly. So we want to go here and we're going to just line our feet up straight. I'm hiding my second foot from the camera. I'm not going like this and doing a cross. I'm not doing anything with it right now. It's just straight. My feet are just like this. Boom. Knee and pull. Right? And then you can do your final step. Boom. And then maybe a tiny cross back here, but not actually crossing behind. And then here, boom. And I'm keeping my knee from going all the way back. I want it off just a little bit. And then you can do the full walk up. Boom. Load this knee. Stay here. You'll notice if you do this, you're not going to have a huge stride. Right? You can only stay loaded on this left leg and slide with going so far, right? Because your left leg's not going to be able to maintain the weight the further you stride, right? So we're going to slide and we're going to feel kind of that natural shift. How do we send in videos of us throwing? Good question. We have a Patreon. It is in the link in the description below.
Of all our videos except for when we do live streams.
It's in the link.
Not in this video, it's not.
Oh.
That's what I was saying, except for live streams.
Except for live streams.
Can I type any other video, they can find it in the link in the description.
www.patreon.com/overthrow disc golf.
Yep.
That's what it is. That will prevent me from that falling last step. Yes, that will. That will. So keep your feet. So your feet are going to go like, they're going to go like this. Step, and you're just going to do this. And you're going to go, you're not going to do an X. You're going to do an I. You go, boom, I step, boom. And you're going to do here, crooked I step, and then go. And then you're going to go here, X, and then go. And you're also working on the stacks. Interesting comment a bit ago, pulling the back knee forward. I've been trying to push off the back foot instead. Is that approach wrong? Let me go there, delete that, and let me show this real quick. So here's the deal. I'm not sure how you're saying that you are pushing off of that, but this knee, if you just look at his foot, this knee ends up rotating in this way, right? And if you do that, your hips will rotate, right? And I think somebody, I don't know where I read it, I don't know who said it, but you guys probably know. because Chad always knows things like that. But someone said de-weighting the back leg. But what? So I can see that as a terminology that would work here. But this foot goes back this way first, right? So you've got this. Hey, Rayla. So you've got here, and you can flick this foot backwards and accomplish this, right? Flicking the foot backwards and pushing off of the back foot like that will bring the knee forward, or you could bring the knee forward and rotate this knee in here. All right. So there's that. Stephen Berna, your message was retracted. What did you say? You spoiler, you. I'm moving onward. Who else is here? Gutter bacon. It was good. I'll eat gutter bacon any day. All right, I'm going to just find the next person. Whoa, did we do this guy already?
Who?
The guy that looks like he lives in California.
I mean, we've done one of his before.
Okay, but this is new.
I don't know. I was just there.
Matt, is this new? Oh, you guys can't see it, can you? Boom, how was that? You guys like that? What do you think? Here comes a separation. Working on a natural or forcing the good morning, Tyler. Forcing the wrist spin. Tyler Brickley. Yo, that video you did with Kat was great. I watched it like twice. This is also something that's interesting. I can't tell, but it looks like your grip is backloaded. Doesn't it? It looks like your grip pressure is here. I don't know why, but that's what it looks like to me. It looks like your pinky is locked in there. I could be wrong, but if, in the chance that I'm not wrong, depending on the shot that you want to do, this might not. If you're doing this for your distance shots, which is what people usually give me form to review, then that's something to look at and think about. I like the high elbow. He is getting after it. That's how you have to exaggerate. Like, that's not even that bad. Like, it's not bad at all, actually, is what I'm trying to say. It just looks like, wow, that's really high. Tony the Chino. I can't respond to chat right now. I know too much. Just tell you right now, I'm saying it like once every 10 minutes, apparently. If you're waiting for post-round coverage, you should mute this chat, just so you know, because somebody's going to drop the bomb at some point. The bombs, multiple bombs, going to be dropped, and you're going to... So, but I'm not forbidding chat from talking about that stuff, because...
It's impossible.
It's not something I would want to forbid.
You know what I forbid? Grom.
Grom. Dude, Grom needs to get out of here. Hmm. Okay, so upper body wise. Oh, I actually know what you're saying. It's still funny though. But appropriate? Probably not. Probably not. So you rotate, actually, you need to let your arm straighten out. And when it straightens out, this might actually help you to think about, I'm not a big reach out kind of guy, but you need to let your arm extend that way. Because right now the disc is getting trapped. It's rotating back here behind you too much and it's collapsing your pocket. So that's thing one. Now here's another one of those knee things, right? We got to watch how far back the foot goes, because if the knee gets too far back and you don't get the knee, let me just add an arrow in here for confusion. If you don't get the knee forward in time, you're going to drag. So that little left knee, or sorry, right knee move, since you're a lefty. Panera, proud sponsors of today's live stream. Yo, that girl was good at the Panera place. She was ready to sell me everything that they owned. She's a great salesperson. Okay, so in regards to, peace out, see ya. Jomez coverage dropped. So in regards to, reaching out or whatnot, you do a good job of your space here, but when you rotate, you keep your arm bent, and that's an issue because it's coming behind you. If you keep your arm bent, but you're kind of pushing this shoulder back this way, then you create the space that keeps the pocket from collapsing, right? But right now, you push your shoulder back this way, and you keep your arm bent here. So now your shoulder's going boop, and so it's behind your body, and when you go to rotate, it collapses your pocket, which is going to lose a lot of spin and power. Morning, William Jones. You'll be next, looks like. So make sure that when you stride and leave the disc, that we're kind of leaving it out or pushing this shoulder wide, not pushing this shoulder narrow here, because it's going to collapse that pocket. Other thing, footwork. Here, Pixel Imp, I haven't seen him in forever. What are you doing, brother? So, and then regarding your right knee, if you get it back here, the issue is making sure that this knee comes forward and around first, or else you end up dragging the leg like this. You start going, and you just, if you leave and just try to twist this front hip on its own, then this left hip ends up becoming big old counterweight in the wrong way. right? So if we watch here, your body's dragging this right leg. Whereas Simon starts moving his in and he uses it as leverage here. Is Mikey in the closet? He is not in the closet. Mikey is about 4 feet to my right. All right, when you're working on form changes, how do you reinforce good habits? The changes feel weird and throws are inconsistent. The key is progressions. It's all in the progressions. Do it to where it doesn't feel weird without a disc, and then do it to where it feels he's out of the closet. Mikey is right there. Panera. Yep, and then do like with a disc and without a disc and alternate between those. And then eventually you'll get to the point where you can do it always with a disc. And always slow with the disc, and then always a little bit faster with the disc, and then always a little faster with the disc. You might have to bounce back, right? The issue is when you do it slow without a disc, and then you go and you jump into full speed throws with the disc and expect it to go the same. And then it's like, oh, well, all that work I did nothing. But it did do something. It moved you closer in the progression. You just weren't ready to jump all the way up to the end. Kablamo. Dude, my putting is okay right now.
It's true.
I even followed up yesterday with dubs. Made some putts.
Oh, you played yesterday?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me how you did.
Dude, everybody wants to throw like Drew Gibson. And you know how you can?
Gotta beat Tyler Berkeley.
You probably can't. Sorry. But you could throw like you. You can throw kind of like Drew Gibson. But I'd pay a decent amount of money to throw like Drew Gibson. Because you know you'd get it back, right? All right. Drew says don't copy. Yeah, don't. We didn't even put like the savage version of what he said on there. The thing is like you get the fundamentals and you try to get close, but then to really throw far, you've got to be really good at
At what, Josh? What do you need to be good at?
Tyler just threw me $10 and I just lost my mind.
Freaking Tyler! Disc golf money. Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, to get really good, you gotta get good at the fundamentals, and then listen to your body. Which some of our bodies don't say anything, so that's kind of a problem. Dude, snap from pros is ridiculous. If you're standing behind someone and you hear it go snap, you know it was a bomb. High elbow being exaggerated. I'm here for it. This is super slow-mo. Not gonna miss a thing. Aerosmith. Okay. What happened? Let's check. So here you can see an active upper body, right? You can see an active punch back right here. You can tell his arm straightens out. You got like a little dunga 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 dunga. Dude, and this looks like a fake background with this line here. Look at this. This tree makes it look fake.
I told you it's the freaking. Did you see the note?
That was a different video.
No, this note was the magical forest.
Can I send you 15 right now for a form review?
Just do it through Patreon.
Yeah, everything's easier through Patreon for real for us. It's like a nightmare. I feel bad for people that are like, hey, can I get a lesson outside of Patreon? And they email. I don't do that really anymore. Let me see this thing. Yo. I want to delete a video. Or delete a...
Alita Battle Angel.
Remove. Thank you. Don't know what that is, but you gonzo.
Oh, you deleted a comment?
Yep. If it looks like a link, it's gonzo.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, yeah, it's super tough. And then they'll, like, send me an email, and I don't do this anymore, but I have, like, lingering ones where it's like, hey, lesson, and it's like, dude, it just gets buried, and I don't see it for, like, a week. I respond, and just Patreon's so much easier for everything. Okay, back to the grind here. We will probably we'll be here for a little bit. We might even get to yours today. Might. Wait, hold on. Can we guarantee if we can't get to it today, then you might as well wait till tomorrow.
Yes.
To sign up for your form review because you're gonna get charged today and you're gonna get charged tomorrow. Right. So.
Wait till to the first of the new month. Yeah, always say that to people who are.
Wait till the first.
Just end up refunding them the money.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
This at least skips.
Might as well just wait.
Step.
So here's where it's really important to practice this drill that I'm talking about. This will actually probably help both of your problems at once. Hopefully. And people have similar drills to this, right? So this isn't anything crazy. This is just what I've been teaching. So this drill right here, where you're here, boom. And you just slide your toe, right? Leave disc here. Elbow out, away, blah, blah. Slide toe until it catches. Slide until it catches. Because right now, you're going and you're really active, but you're getting over top of this front foot. Hello?
He thought that was a knock, but you were burping. That was crazy. It kind of sounded like someone knocking at the door, to be fair. So that's kind of cool. Get him, Colby. Get him.
There's nobody there, dude. Right, so look how over this front leg you're getting. And you're sliding forward. So you're going here, you're going, and you're sliding forward. Instead, we want to stay here, over this left leg. It all happens here. everything happens here. Right? How did he not see this coming? But anyways, all here, and then wait. This front leg is going to keep us from going over our front leg. It's going to push us backwards kind of against this. Right? And keep us from going back. So we're going to go from left leg here, balance, slide, and now we're here. And you can feel, once this toe catches, you can feel the weight shift in between. As you go, boom. And you're chilling here. Right? So I would practice just this. Get into it. Slide and wait. Check. Make sure your foot's closed. Make sure that you're not over top of your front leg. Right? So we're going to go here. Slide. Wait. Once you checked, now from here, you can throw. You can throw from that position, right? But make sure that you're in the right position. Here. Slide. Catch. We're good. And now, throw. Here. Slide. Catch. Check. Throw. Right? And then you shake it all about. Boom. And it's also going to help you with the other thing that you're going to work on during this drill is you're going to go here. And we're going to leave the disc as we stride. We're just going to put it right there. And we're not going to do anything with it. And if your arm never straightens out, totally fine. Don't actively punch that back there. Because it's just waiting for you to fall on your front foot anyways. So you might as well not punch it and wait. You might as well just let it get there. Stretch and go.
Stretch and go. Stretch and go. Might as well let it get the stretch and go.
Who else did I see here? Nobody?
So
we're gonna move on to my boy Saucy Wassy.
Saucy Wassy.
Is he in here? Where is he?
Oh,
He's got. If this isn't him, then we don't have him. Oh, there he is. Yeah. Oh, the hand. Boop 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 boop. Boo. Doo-doo-doo. There we go. Sauce the Ross Boss Wassy. Let's see. We definitely worked on stack during one of our lessons here. Okay. Gonna zoom in here. Yo, also Tony. We have like a text thing going back and forth over Instagram, I think. I didn't see that you responded. Maybe you did. I've been super busy all morning. But I messaged you back last night. So similar deal here. What? Well, that's so interesting. Like, I can zoom in and pull him off the screen, but I can't actually make the full screen wider. It's always going to stay in this square thing, no matter what.
did you tell Tyler you basically did do a real form review of him? since he asked.
I basically did do a real form review of you, Tyler, but we can definitely chat about it. So this is similar to what I've been saying. Don't force the stretch in the extension. The stretch and the extension with these guys hanging with Robbie and Jesse was great. We got some fun videos coming out. So when these guys do their extension, notice here that he's leaving the disc. It's not a real active punch, right? It's only when he starts throwing his like left knee and left hand in that this arm really gets fully straight, right? But he's not straight here for sure, right? You see how your foot is, you're totally extending, your foot's not even on the ground yet, right? And it's causing you to pull it into the pocket here. It's not a big hyzer. It is just a touch nose up though. Well, that's good. If you lean forward like that, it should be a big hyzer. So what we're looking for here is we're not trying to get into this position. This is not the goal with the arm straight. That's not the goal. The goal is to be loaded in the legs and to let the arm be loose so that when we start going here, it starts pulling on the arm, and this is that rubber band effect that Simon talked about, right? And that people are now talking about a bunch, right? Boom. And so this stretches on its own because it's loose. This doesn't stretch because we stretch it out ourselves and force the stretch. No, you have to be loose, right? And it starts from here when we do our X and we leave the disc. Now we are stretching away from the disc, right? The best example that I had was we were out on a soccer field and there was a soccer goal, right? And so I just held onto the soccer goal and fell backwards, right? And let this thing pull, right? And before I hit the ground, or before, instead of just staying loose here the whole way, before I would fall and hit the extent, I would catch myself, right? We're just moving away from the disc and catching ourselves with the disc, right? It's like we're falling and then we catch and we just, boom, catch and pull. Let me see if I can find a visual here. You been playing? Guitar?
Guitar?
Have you been playing?
No, I just moved it.
Right, so it's like we're falling, and then before we fall over, we go boom, and we have our body pull it forward. So find a door frame or something and just catch. I don't really have anything close enough or good enough to show you. Maybe here. But it's like if I were falling here, this is left-handed, right? And before I fall, I'm loose and then I just catch. So it's just boom. That's it. It's not pushing off the wall and pushing ourselves to our death there, right? We're just going here, and we're stretching away from the disc. And we're just stretching away from it, catching. And then we go. And when we start sending our hips first, our arm straightens. Right? And the reason I'm harping on that is because if you don't have that mentality, you get here where you focus too much on getting the reach back at full extension. Right? And then you punch back and then you pull forward, which is not the way. Right? Other thing, Ross, is I would say that your hands are just too far apart. So we need to get here to this moment. We're all compact at this moment. And then we stretch with both hands here, but we stretch the hands backwards like this. Not so much with the left hand coming behind here like this, because then it's really hard to get it around to help with our forward move here. Right, see how far away the left hand is? Gets all the way back there. And now it's late in helping. And the knee doesn't get to bend inward and all that stuff. So two big things. Just stretch from here, dude. And then once we're fully stretched, our left hand's nice and close. And then you can start throwing in this left knee. The grind. I'll be honest with you, I have not watched any of your stuff. What do you do? Open promotional option right here. What do you talk about on your podcast?
The grind. What do you think, Josh? What the frick?
Coffee, obviously.
Coffee. That's a must.
Yeah, just to clarify, I'm talking about the extension away. I don't want you to fall onto the front foot, like fall over the front foot. We want to make sure we're not going over top of our brace, but just falling away from the disc. So not punching the disc back. We sip coffee and talk about getting better at disc golf.
It is about coffee.
Hey, me too.
Yo, that's so good because we made a joke about it, but that actually works.
Yeah. Hey, I dig it. How do we get our form reviewed by you? So first, let me say, today is the last day of the month. So Patreon charges you the first day of the month, which means that if you try to become our Patreon right now, you're going to get charged today and you're going to get charged tomorrow. And I'm going to keep all the money. So, Messy J's or Jesse Mays, I'm assuming. If I see you put in today and you ask me for a refund, the answer is no. You're going to have to put in a Yelp review. Actually, I probably will refund you, but it's going to take some time. So, I don't want to do that. So, www.patreon.com/overthrowdiscgolf.
I think you can just Google Overthrow Disc Golf Patreon and it will pop up as well.
I think if you just Google Overthrow Disc Golf, the Patreon will come up. And if you Google Overthrow Disc Golf Patreon, it will definitely come up.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but wait till tomorrow because we're probably not going to review Reform today. But we do it at the middle of the month and at the end of the month. Random Steve, let's get into it, brother. Book. Kablamo. Here we go, throwing some kind of MVP disc. Looks like a plasma insanity. So it's going to go far. Okay. Hey, going for the vertical disc here. You should be taking advantage of that. Choo. Interesting. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look.
Here we go. So, vertical disc, I don't have a problem with. I actually do sometimes when I want to make sure it helps me keep my elbow up and away, personally. But what's funny is that it doesn't help him keep his elbow up and away. So it's not surefire method, but that's why I do it. And my instruction to him is going to be that we're going to try to keep this elbow up and away. Wow, I'm just the leading edge of instruction right now. Look at that. Redundancy.
Up and away.
Up and away, because I try to keep it up and away and up and away.
Up and away.
It's,
up and away, up and away, up and away.
Yeah. Spacing with the elbow, number one. Number two, don't let your hips go back like this. Those are the two things. This right here, this intentional flare out, I don't like. I said it before, I will say it again. The reason it should get like this, and I wish we had Ezra Aderhold's stuff. Because he has his hand flare out, but it happens because he's so loose, right? This is an intentional flare out with the right arm, right? This is not good for the elbow. For you to go here, and then, whoops, for you to go here, and then flare this out is going to put some pressure on your elbow, I think. So, I would recommend not doing that. I just got really sleepy. Oh, camera died.
No! That's not good. We'll continue onward.
Okay.
They don't need to see you yet. Oh, this is not good.
They do need to see me, though.
Okay, I need to problem solve. Because this is not good. The batteries have not been charged from the trip. So neither of these will work.
Did he build that wooden frame behind him just for the video? Yes, he did. Take that.
Other camera. That's an option.
Thanks, Doomstorm. Appreciate it. We're blacked out here, so we're changing cameras. I'm sure you heard all of that. Whew. And the next thing I have to do for this video form view is just demonstrate stuff. So I'm gonna take a nap.
Don't do that. No, this isn't gonna work either, bro. Think. Okay. I'm thinking. I got this thing right here. Epoch Cam. Windows. Via USB. I can do that. So I need icons to connect via USB. There, email. The download link. Overthrow.
Yeah. Sick.
Okay, and now I should have
So Mikey's gonna use his phone, I think.
Gmail.
Epoch Cam. Windows. Here we go. Click this thingy. Yes. Doing all sorts of stuff. Talk to him, Josh. There, no one say anything.
Nobody say anything.
Talk to him, Josh.
Lots of problems. I see. Just blast. We went down to Mikey's parents' place.
Come dance.
They got a lot of land.
Okay, so now.
And we built a course on their land. But it was a lot of fun. So you're going to see that. We've got merchandise coming.
Okay.
We've got samples headed our way. So we're going to check to make sure that the quality of the shirts is good. Because we know that the quality shirts are good because we already had that kind of like a quality sample come in. We just need to see if our designs look good on the shirts. And then we'll wear them. And if they're good, then we're good.
Hey, look at this. Haha. Give me a second. So, let's configure this bad boy. Yeah, looks like I'm buying the pro version. Just money. Money, 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 money. We can't keep doing this, Bob. Okay, again. Already did all that. Already did that. Allow. 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 Okay, so now I'm going to make sure that it's not locked. We go here. And we go 0.5. Aha! Now, hold up. I have a.
This is the demonstration cam.
Oh, we're looking good. Give me a second. Take this away. Oh, we gotta do this.
Take this away.
The steps needed to do this are quite good. I love it when you said that. The thing is quite good.
I forgot what I said that to.
It was Tyler Berkeley, quite good. Okay, so we go here. And this was made by the same company, so you better hope it fits. And look at that! And then we just turn off the main cam, epoch camera. That's all good. I gotta turn off the filter that has the correction light, so it doesn't look freaky. And now deactivate, activate. And then it's somewhere in there. Oh. Main cam. Where is this it? Oh my gosh, it's so tiny. Okay, so we're gonna have to get rid of it first, remove, and then we're gonna have to add a video capture device. Let's just do this. Let's just do iPhone. We are almost there. And then we go epoch cam. And now it's just gone, isn't it? Well, everything's fine. That looks good. Hit OK. Okay. This is doing great. I'm really excited for this new feature, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Filters, remove. Oh my gosh. Let's go back to main cam and see if that. There it is! Yes! Who said it wasn't possible? Who doubted me? Where are the doubters and the haters? We're gonna look kind of funny, but
what's new?
what's new? It's good. Good point, Josh. Good point. So we're gonna go here. Put that underneath the iPad. Now we go to demonstrate. And look at this, Josh. We got our own beautiful demonstration. It's so beautiful. And then chat, I mean, of course it's looking beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Look how beautiful it is. I mean, wow. We've outdone ourselves. We really have. Okay, there you go. There you go, Josh.
Okay. Here you go. You want to charge these?
Yeah, I'm gonna charge those. Thank you. Thank you, Josh.
All right, we're back with
it's
visuals.
Just as simple as that.
Cool. That's what I need. Wow. Does this camera make me look fat?
Technically, yes. I mean, if you want the, it does make you look bigger than you are. So there you
That's
go.
right. This camera adds 50 pounds.
It'll make your head look tiny and your body look massive.
Okay, so 2 things. 1, space in the beginning. This is where I was at. Space in the beginning. Let's find out where I need to stand for this. Anywhere. Everywhere works. Perfect. Space in the beginning. So this, we want the elbow above your right pec, right? And you can still do this. This helps lift it. That's my left pec that he just slapped, if you guys were wondering. Not that one. It's this right one right here. Wait, left pec. What did I say? Yeah, you want the disc right where Mikey slapped, basically. Left pec. So get this thing up. You don't want it down here like this, right? That means the elbow is going to be tight. Means we can rotate very quickly and get it over there. Choom. Cool. So elbow up and away here. Boom. So that you still have this nice swing in and out. Second thing. I guess there are really 3 things. Second thing, stop doing this. The forced push out. You want this to happen because your arm's loose. And then you start moving the rest of your body forward, this thing gets yoinked and left behind, and then eventually it catches up and goes into the pocket. All right, here. Elbow up, don't push back, keep everything here. As you stride, I'm looking at these dogs, what are they doing? Here. Now, stride with your hips more or less this way, not backwards, not forwards. Our hips are going to play in this realm in front of us here. So we're going to go here, and once we get into this 3rd step, our hips are here. Boom. And you've got to work on a true crossover step here, not a back step. We're not altering the direction of our hips here like this. We're going here. If it doesn't do anything for the screen,
You're good. Don't worry about me.
Blinds my eyeballs. It's kind of... Boom. Hips this way. Now I'm too close.
Yeah, I know.
To it. That's better.
You go. I got you.
Right. So we want our hips more or less here the whole time. Perfect.
Just messing around with like things. No, bro.
We got a
Keep
green
going.
screen.
You're doing great.
Okay. Hope this isn't distracting you at all. Boom. So here, hips this way. All right. What are you doing?
We're good. Everything's fine. Yeah, you're back to normal.
So that's the 3rd thing. First thing, elbow up, set up this way. Second thing, none of this thing anymore. That's my vote. 3rd thing, don't get your hips backwards here. All right, just simple X step. Again, I've gone through this progression, but you can just go with an I step instead of an X step to keep your hips from crossing and learning a true crossover, right? Here, I formation, go. Right, and now here, small cross, go. Here, full cross, go. Would be the progression on that. Kablam! Ka-chow.
Is this the just chat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm almost out of coffee.
Almost, aren't you? Almost, aren't you? There you go. Look.
You're so high quality, Josh.
Now, we just need the grind to do their podcast right here in about 5 minutes. And I'll be good to go.
With coffee ready.
That has nothing to do with it. But everything to do with it.
How many do you have left? You want me to go and order food?
Sure, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left.
Cool. I'm gonna get like these little smoothie bowls, if that's cool.
Smoothie bowl?
Yeah, they're like smoothie bowls. Acai bowls. You ever heard of those?
No.
Alright, cool. I'll introduce you. Everyone in the chat, tell Josh how good acai bowls are. They're so good.
Alright. What?
You just do you. I'm gonna just gonna do a little something here. There you go.
Bro, is this at a resort? What is up with this? I've
Dude.
played on carpet once. Is this carpet?
It's definitely carpet. Cause look, it's got. You look closely at it. He's barefoot too. There's no way it's not carpet, right?
Right. Carpet tennis court.
Should probably
Some
plug in.
sourdough. I love me some sourdough. I gotta get my kombucha started back up, dude. This looks like some kind of castaplast berg or something. What is that? Gotta be a berg. Okay.
You know what I realized?
Nope.
I can't order the food without my phone.
Yeah.
It's all good. We're gonna have no lunch or a late lunch.
Okay. So either here, dude, the rotations on that pup, 1. 2. Wait, 1. 2. Boom, he said it's mine. It's funny. He is hyped up right now. Hiya. Two options here. You can forward pump with this crossover step. Or, I mean, you could forward pump with the third step, or you could stack it. So right here, your elbow's forward. So either at this point, you need to get your elbow here. Which I'm in favor of for simplicity's sake. So either during this step, you got to get your elbow set and create the space, or during this step, you do what some other guys do and they forward pump, right? And then they stick with the crossover step, right? If you choose the forward pump, then you got to make sure that, thank you, you got to make sure that your forward pump isn't tight like this. Your arm's still tight here, right? So if you're going to go forward pump with the third step, you got to pump out with the elbow, and this is where you should actually pump out. So let me go your direction. So we're going to go here, If you forward pump, you got to go here and get the elbow out and away. It's not forward pumping here and sliding this elbow back this way to where it has to go back around for the cross, right? You want the elbow away if you're going to pump. Only reason I'm telling you this over other people is you're kind of set up to pump a little bit, but the forward pump goes out if you're going to do it. That would be an alternate. You would forward pump on the third step. You would forward pump on the third step. And your elbow could go forward here, but it would go forward and out. And then you would stick it for the cross. And then separate. But just in general, you need some more space with the elbow here. For sure. See right here, you're already in your third step and your elbow is forward. And this is why I'm thinking like, okay, you could forward pump. But right here, you should still have the elbow away. So you should go. So you should look like. You go here. You can go forward pump and out is fine. Forward pump and out. Stick. And then go. Right. Other option is you just get your elbow back here on the third step, stick and hold for the crossover, and then go. I'm a fan of that, but find out which one feels better for you because you're kind of in the middle right now. That's going to also help you not let the disc go so far back behind you here. This is going to create issues. And when a disc flips this way, where the bottom's up like that, you know you got pocket issues. All right. Just losing space, it's got to come around. And so it's going around the body like this. And it has to flip up here to create some kind of space. And then here. And so you're not able to let it swing in so much, right? So we want to pump it out and away, leave, and now you have room here, right? It's funny, you never see guys have the disc come into the pocket like this, tilted up at all, but you see lots of guys with it tilted down because there's space for the disc to swing in this way, no space for the disc to swing in this way. Yes, Katrina Allen, big forward pump, and she played well this weekend, so we should all copy it. No, but all the people you think of the forward pump, they create lots of space with their forward pump away from their body. It's a forward and out pump. It's not a forward and in front of your body pump. Yo, that thing looks mad weird. Yep, and that's going to help with your full line because then you can take it. Then you can take it here. And you have all this room to swing and you don't have to worry about it coming from behind you and messing up everything else after. So most of your issues right now are prep. And that's a great looking tennis course. If that thing's at your house, you got to have us over, bro. Because that's nice. All right, on to Mad Cuz Bad. I feel like I haven't looked at your form in a while. Have you noticed that Kat doesn't follow through with her foot? Which foot? Oh, like she keeps her, she kind of twists in place, and that her left foot doesn't come up and around. So here's the thing. When I see this, so this is why prep's important. I'm going to imagine that if we see his hand on the front of his disc here, we're going to see the same thing happen in the power pocket. Hello. Here we go. So, I don't know why the body does this, but if you don't get into the correct position here, it's going to want to come back into that same position. Now, granted, it's a touch better there, but let's set up with the elbow nice and away from the body. I like the leave here. I really do. But you have to pull a little bit with the arm here because of what you did earlier. So, two things. Let's fix this prep position. Prep position sounds like preposition. To be more conducive to creating space later on. And then let's fix this right here. Boop. That kind of like straight turny thingy. So, again, elbow up here. I'm saying again because I already said it in the stream. This might be the first time I'm saying it to you. Right? So when we prep, I want the elbow up away from the body, right? Or you can be lower and it can look lower like this, but you still need space. You need space for the disc to do this. You need space for your wrist to curl in and the disc to be in there with it. Right? If you don't create the space to do that, the disc won't do that. Right? You will hit yourself and then that's it. Right? So you want space. You can just do it with your hand open like this too, right? You can create space with the bent wrist and find out how high you need to keep that elbow. Right. So we need to create that space so we can get a full swing, full snap. A lot of this is just prep. Next, this back leg, your footwork didn't look too bad, except for the fact when you got here, your left leg went straight and had a minimal turn like that, right? Because it was already straightened out. Instead, we want the knee to have a pretty significant move here. So here, bent, and now the knee makes a pretty significant turn in, which we can see with the big dogs. Playing with the big boys now. He's here, he's bent. Boom. And his leg doesn't like straighten here, he just goes straight to turning it. Right, where here, your knee gets kind of pointed backwards. Straightens out and turns. Right. It's a little foot and knee are too far back here. Go with the true crossover step here, where their knees kind of tuck. See how the knees just kind of tuck behind the other? Whoop. And he doesn't let this knee get too far backwards. And at this point, he swings the knee this way. So keep this knee about here. Don't let it turn all the way back here. Work on your true little cross. Whoops. Demonstrate. Oh, I was not demonstrating that whole time? What was happening? Hold on. True cross here, where the knees come over like this, not where this knee sweeps away. You're not doing it that extreme. But we need to make sure that we can get this knee stays close enough forward. It doesn't have to stay forward, but it's got to stay close enough to where when we stride, it can come in here, right, on its own, not after we shift the weight and now it's kind of like semi-free to turn. We want to turn that sucker intentionally. All right, so those are the things I work on. Set up, disc so they can curl, in to create space. This foot, don't let it go so far back. Don't let this knee point backwards. It should be pointing more here so that you can rotate it in intentionally. Any opinion on when to work on form versus trust what you've got for the season? I would not make any big form changes if you're within, like, big form changes. I would, if you're worried about rating for the season. If I was working with somebody who was like 1,000 rated or something like that, and they were playing a full schedule, I'd make sure that I didn't do any big form work unless I had 6 to 8 weeks to go from overhauling the bad stuff, implementing the new stuff, and getting competitive with it. Like, there are different progression levels for that. So 6 to 8 weeks, I would say. If you're just doing small tweaks, then you'll have to play it by ear and see how quick it catches. I mean, you'd hate to have something that you could make a small tweak and gain 50 extra feet, right? And then you just didn't do it, and you didn't have that extra 50 feet for the season, right? But big stuff, you need time. Matt, you're on the block, brother. Go back, slow it down. Also, guys, phone videos, not an issue. I would turn them horizontal when you take it. I wouldn't take them like this. Oops. I would take them like this. Boop. Sorry. Getting caught in notifications that I should just check later. Wondershare Filmora. I use that, but aren't they unsupported anymore? Anyways. So the left side is not being utilized. It's a lot of right arm work. A little pulley. So I'd spend time on two things here. I'd spend time working on visualizing swing path, understanding that the disc is going to come from out here, it's going to come in, and it's going to go back out. It's going to go here. This is where everything happens. The disc is out here, gets deep into the pocket, here, deep into the pocket, and then we throw it out from there. Right? This way. Right? Space like this. Back here, and ripping this way does not help us. Bloop. So just quite simply going through that. Watching video. Just watching these guys and getting an idea of how this works. Right? Just visualizing. How is this working? He's coming from out here. He's going to go in here and back out here. It's going to curl deep in. It's this kind of whoop, swingy arc thing. Right? And this seems simple.
I can switch back, by the way.
Okay.
Do you want me to? Tell me when you want me to. I'll do it.
Okay. I've only got this one and one other.
Okay. I can order food.
Yeah.
And be here before you have to leave.
Let me finish this guy.
Yep.
And then we'll switch over.
Yep.
So this is something that tennis players do a lot, that golfers do a lot. It's just visualizing the swing and just getting kind of like this little stuff right here doesn't really even look like it does anything, right? But what it does is it gets your mind wrapped around what your body needs to do, that there's this little swing path. Even if it's not all correct, right? The arc comes this way and this way. Your throw right now, you're coming from here, boom, and you're coming through like this. Is kind of what you're doing. You should be going here and here. That's what the twirly bird's doing. That's what, the slap. Anytime I do a drill that looks like this, it's visualizing that this thing is, we're rotating the shoulders back, we're coming in and out. That there's a swing here. That's the purpose of those things, is just to get an idea for there is some kind of swing happening this way as opposed to a pulling motion, right? So spending time on that is really important to get the general feel. This thing comes in and out. To watch Simon, to watch pros from behind, see these views, just watch the feeling of, okay, this thing's here, in and out, in and out. They're doing something here, in and out. Doesn't have to be perfect, but start getting that feeling. That's number one. Number two, we're going to pair that with the footwork, okay? If the swing happens here, in and out like this, right, then there's no need for our feet to get backwards, right? If the swing happens here, then there's no point in our feet coming backwards like this, because the swing doesn't happen here, and here, the swing happens here, right? So we're just going to keep the disc in front of us, and we're just going to keep our hips generally this way for all of our prep, because we're just going to swing in and out this way. Boom. Okay, cool. Right? So how you're going to practice that footwork is, I would just recommend working simply on crossover steps, right? Or even this little I step. Instead of an X step, we're just going to go here, line our feet up in an I, and then do the last one, because this is where everything's happening. It's all happening here. Here, I, here. And then that little swing that you've been visualizing for however long now. Here, I, here. That's it. And then you can go boom, boom, boom. And now you can go finally to a crossover. Premium socks content? Is that what you're talking about, Kev? We got it. It's the cloud socks, baby.
He's on cloud 9 with the cloud socks.
My boss used to get mad at me in my old job when I wore socks like this.
You get mad at everything.
Maybe it's going to be live streams that I wear these on now. All right. So.
Oh my gosh. It's huge.
So here we go. Don't let the hips go backwards. Stay here on this left side. And that little drill that we had on, what was that called? It was only like 2 or 3 videos ago. Where you slide the foot.
What was it called?
I don't even know.
Something about.
Oh,
Fix your footwork.
you titled it. Don't make this common footwork mistake.
Yeah, there you go. Most clickbait title I've ever had. It's not even clickbait, it's just like YouTubey.
Cloud smellers, what? Cloud smellers, my socks. Yeah.
I'm just
But what we talked about here.
Whoa! There you go.
What we talked about in that is not opening up this front foot. Just keep it closed. And this is the last thing I'll give you before we move. Not the stack. This video is probably going to be renamed for easy finding later. But just here, slide with this front knee back. Slide with the front knee back, and then stick it, wait, and when you check that the front knee's back, then you can throw. There's that. Whoop. Love is an open door. Kevin, you know what song you've been singing in your house? Guaranteed. We don't talk about Bruno, no.
We don't talk about Bruno.
But
It was our wedding day.
there wasn't no clouds in this, no clouds allowed in the sky. I love that song. So does all the people in his family. Final form review here. Our man Silver Elk. Oh, okay, get it. Dude, where is this? What a majestic looking T-pad.
I know.
Kind of looks like Manita, but not. Oh, we're into the slow-mo. Cheers. Encanto is played every day here. Dude, my girls want to watch it all the time. Oh, this guy bomb? Whoa.
That was bad.
Mm-hmm. So this was really good. Just keep your left hand here. Keep it here, keep it here, keep it here, keep it here. And then let them separate starting here. Because we're going to use that left hand later.
Do you not like any, do you like bananas, kiwi, strawberry, and coconut?
That's fine.
All that?
Yeah.
And then peanut butter on top, or no?
Just do it, whatever. Bommy and jeans.
You like peanut butter?
I do like peanut butter.
Okay, then I got you.
Uh-huh. Okay. So good news. A lot of this looks really good. Bad news, the last part is kind of hard to get. Maybe you get it right off, but this looks pretty darn good. This is cool to see. Here's the briefcase. I would say that this elbow is probably leaking a little bit. Forward, you want to pull. This will be the only thing that I see here. Where is it? Here it is. Maybe I'm wrong. It's not leaking that far forward. Okay, well that's good because that wasn't the main point anyways. But let's check this out right here. So ignore my previous point. The Louisa game. So here's the difference, right? Simon's got this nice deal here, right? Where his head's not coming all the way back over his front foot. Right? A lot of that has to do with the left hand, left side actually. Right? If we go, whoa, 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 chill out there, dude. What am I doing? A lot of it has to deal with this. The unloaded left leg. And he swings his left side in, right? Your left side's kind of dead. You're straight here, boom. And now you're just kind of falling over that front leg. And now you're rotating a little bit. Right, but the first thing that should happen is rotated, and we got to be balanced when we do this. So, but you're pretty well on your way, actually. So when we go through, we want to load the left, and then slide. Let me see, I'll go back here instead. Here, load. And this is where we want, wherever your foot catches when you slide, like it naturally just wants to go, that's where it's going to be. And you're going to notice I kind of bounce and stop, right? You don't want to go and push over this front leg. If you do that and you rotate, Mikey's just out there one wheeling, having the time of his life. If you do that, you end up where you're at, right? But what we want to do is we go here, load, slide and stick, and then from here, throw the left side in. Right? And this right side is going to help keep us back off of it. Right? And when we stop our body from moving forward here with the right, it speeds up the hand. So we're here. Boom. Load. Slide. And now from here, if I can stop stepping on this chair, we're going to throw this left knee in with the left hand. So 2 things here, hands together until here, and then they start separating now. Start separating, slide and stick, So separate as we slide and stick, and then throw that left side in. That's what you're looking for. And I'm reading your comments and just throwing a general yes to all of you. So we'll go back here and we'll see if we could notice that. All right, here we go. This should be loading into this leg. See how loaded he is already? The slide and the hands separate as the slide happens. He keeps his hand a little off of it. Drew really separates. Here we go. You're kind of leaning. Boom. Instead, you ought to keep it back. And now left side, left knee coming down, left hand coming in. Versus yours. You're already rotating your shoulders and all that apart from the left side, causing you to go even more over. Right, you're just rotating your right side forward, getting over top. So those are the big differences that I see. Last bit of aha, it's gone. Yo, Tyler Brickley, are you still on here? Whoa, hello? Why is the other one pointing up there? Well, we're just going to use this screen here. Or we should use this guy. Do you normally see a decent amount of separation between the shoulder and chin, like Simon's, or is it kind of variable across players? Well, I know Drew keeps it, shoulder and chin separation. See? Boop. Are you saying here? Yeah, you definitely don't put your chin on that, because if you go like this, you're going to be leaning. Right, your chin can't really get to your shoulder without leaning. Is that what you're asking? Yo, what time is it? We're done at a good time today, I think. A little shorty, a little 2-ish hour stream. Maybe 2:15 or so by the time we get done. What else? Yeah, that's part of the, if you start kind of throwing with your like pull a little bit, you're gonna have that head catch up to that shoulder because you're going like this, right? So it's gonna catch up as that right hand rises up a little bit, and it's just kind of a pulling motion. But these guys do a good job of holding it all back. I was talking to somebody about that today, Dan, and he was like, you know, you talk about, he said like young pitchers are really good at moving forward, and you have to learn basically be a great pitcher to learn how to move backwards. Right? Same thing in disc golf. First thing you learn is how to move forward properly, how to rotate stuff properly, how to get stuff shifting, blah, blah, blah. Lori, what does your video look like? Are you a girl? Or are you a guy? What's your username? Because we might need to pull it in here. Mikey, might need your help here. Not sure yet. Did we do a Lori Socello? Did you just sign up for it?
She sounds familiar.
How do you accomplish decent reach back without...
Decent. Say it right, Josh. Here, look
February 9th. She put it in. She updated a video today. But she did February 9th.
Lori Sonciello.
Wait, so you would have been in the first group of form reviews.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember
we
Lori.
have you in the first group of form. So we did your first form review. Are you saying you want us to do a new one? Is that what you're saying?
No, she only sent one.
This is February 9th.
Right.
This is 12/14 today.
Oh, gotcha.
Is that right?
Did you tell her we only do one a month?
I did not.
Okay. Because we did make that change, I'm pretty sure. Right?
We did.
Yeah.
How public is it? And there's a little kissy face, so does that change anything?
I don't know. That's, let me ask my wife. I think it does change, it does change.
There's just a lot of emojis going on here, so I don't read too much into that one.
I'm kidding.
Updated my drive and messaged on Discord. Okay.
So just tell her
I've been off of Discord all morning. Well, I was there very early morning for a lesson. But that will be... But we haven't looked at it. I will do a very quick peek here. And I'll tell you. But usually we only do one a month. Well, this is the kissy face that came at you.
I love it. I'll happily leave my wife for this man.
Let me look. I'm trying to remember what I told you last time, because I don't. Elbow spacing looks good. Left hand's getting a little crazy. But, hey, that doesn't look bad. It looks kind of like old school Will Shoestrick.
I think maybe you told him to keep his weight centered, right? His head maybe was too far forward.
Dude, I must have, because he's doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe
Look at that.
I didn't.
No, we can look up his old video and see. Here. Oh, he just has the new one. Oh, is this the old one? Oh, no, that's the new one. That's the one you just watched.
Yeah.
So we don't have anything to...
Well, the old one's in the same email.
Gotcha.
Up top. Which I could have just looked at.
Was there snow? No, he definitely was in place there too.
This is old. February 21st.
Old ones, here we go. Oh, got it. Yeah, it was one of these.
Go with this one.
This one?
Wait, yeah, that's fine. Oh, that's way better.
That was his old one.
Yeah.
Like he was way over his
Dude,
foot.
your new one's on track. On track. I'd say keep grinding that for a little bit and then learn how to let that come around after the disc is gone. Nice and easy. Right? Because right now you're getting kind of trapped behind now, but it's the opposite mistake that you were making before, right? So you need to kind of grind it and then learn how to let your feet come around like, you know. Right now you're here and then you don't come forward basically with your legs. You just stay back. You're doing kind of what Katrina Allen does. right? But then you want to get to the point where we let this sucker come all the way around, right? Rotate on that heel, all that good stuff. So you are right on track, dude. Right on track. Now, I don't know why it's set up like this, to where when I press the chat button, it goes like this. But, you know, maybe we leave it like that. But yeah, Lori, you are on track, brother. That thing is looking sick. The left side is looking really good too. All right, guys. So Jesse had a couple of these. He let us throw them, bring one back. It's interesting. I definitely only throw 3 fingers with this. It's very shallow. It's like super shallow. I will say it does feel faster. Like it feels like it goes a little, gets there a little quicker. But could be wrong. All right, gentlemen. What a LVC. What a Las Vegas challenge it was. If you haven't watched it, I think Jomez has their final round coverage up now. And it was sick. It was a sick final round. Gannon Burr is a beast. Drew Gibson, beast. Calvin Heimberg, beast. Kevin Jones, beast. Ricky Wysocki, beast. It's fun to watch. Definitely worth watching. It was not a blowout in the end. So it's worth watching. Dude, it was nuts. The putting from Gannon Burr was ridiculous. The putting from Drew was also ridiculous. But it was just a great tournament. Just a great ending. Oh, we will have to watch that. Round 2, Jomez, there's a segment they did on Gannon. No spoilers. I have not let any spoilers out. It is worth watching. Gannon Burr, round 2. All right, guys, we're going to go before this gets too interesting. You know what I mean. Patrons, thank you. If you're interested in our Patreon, www.patreon.com/overthrowdiscgolf. Sign up the first day of the month. It would be my recommendation because they will charge you the first day of the month. They're going to charge you when you sign up. So keep that in mind. In other words, I don't want to see anybody sign up today. Nobody sign up today. That's a weird thing to want, but that's what I want. I want you guys not to sign up today. Peace, 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 peace. If I can figure out how to stop this.